connect what I did last with now. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om. So we've talked about how we interact with this grand universe of the divine. We discussed how the universe is a living, breathing entity with which we're interacting every second of every day, and how the universe responds to us by shaping our experiences and determining our tomorrows. As we acknowledge that the universe is a living, breathing entity, are you starting to understand this, what I'm talking about, the oneness principle? Okay, so let's see how we can put it in practice now. You see, as we continue in this understanding, and maybe remember that term, the oneness principle. We are one with everything, we are one with each other, we're not separate. Let's think about this. To do that, you have to be able and you have to get used to practicing what I call universal love. And for that, the word love, this universal love is a foreign concept for many people. Why? So let's again discuss this and hopefully change how you see it, that you would not feel bad saying, Panditji, I love you too. You see, most of us think of love as this private, very selfish, very personal thing, not a universal concept. Today I want to help you get past this hang-up. Most people are ashamed almost to use the word love in a public setting or in a more general, universal way. Simply because we see love, when we think of love, we think about it in a personal way, only with your families, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your wife, your husband, your mother, your father, sister, or brother. Those are the people you express love to. Outside of that circle, it's more like a general I like you or I like you a lot kind of thing. But my fellow souls, when you become a truly spiritual person who sees and understands our existence as not separate, you begin to see love from a distinctly universal perspective. Upanishads tell us, Yatu sarvani bhutani manyevanupashyati sarva bhuteshu chatmanam tatana vijugupsate. It says that the person who sees everyone else in himself and sees himself as a part of everyone else cannot hate another person, because that would be like hating yourself. How beautifully put. And this is where the whole idea of loving each other in a universal way, this is where it comes from. This is why you always hear me talk about universal love. We must get to a level of thinking where we see all of us as children of God. We are not separate. I don't see the world full of strangers. I don't treat anyone. I don't care whether I've met them before or not. I don't treat them as strangers. I treat everyone like I've known them forever. Because guess what? We're more alike than different anyway. I love each one of you as a part of myself. You and I, we are not separate. We are one. And just to be clear, this does not just mean humans. It means all the children of God, all the other animals, the birds, the bees, alligators, snakes, dogs, cats, chickens, all of God's creatures. We are not separate. The same divine energy that flows through them is the exact same universal divine prana that keeps you alive. When we begin to see the world through spiritual eyes, we will see them as family. And through this spiritual understanding, we will begin to see them and treat them with the same love we treat our immediate family. That kind of universal love. So let's look at another terminology, universal peace. When I say universal peace, most people tend to want to look outside of themselves. When we say peace, may this world find peace, we pray for peace. We think, may other countries be at peace with each other, may tribes of people be at peace, may races be at peace with each other, cultures be at peace with each other. We see it as something outside of ourselves, don't we? But this is not how it should be. Universal peace begins with me. Shraddhavan labhate jnanam tatpara samyata indriya jnanam labdha param shantim achirena adhigacchati. Sri Krishna says, a person who is of moral good understanding, who is dedicating to seeking knowledge and controlling his senses, that kind of person who focuses on understanding that oneness with himself and others, that person attains shantim, spiritual peace. You see, I must first be able to find peace within myself and express that sense of peace. And then I will create peaceful situations outside of myself. If I can't find my peace within myself, how can I create peaceful situations outside myself? That is not how it works. That doesn't make any sense. My fellow souls, only when peace is within, then peace without. Because then I will be looking at the world through the glasses of peace. And here's my point. The understanding of universal peace is when we exhibit and we practice that universal peace that first comes with understanding and practicing universal love. They go hand in hand. So, every Sunday we chant mantras, we say, Om Sana Pavasva Shangave. May my mind bring peace to the world of animals. Sham Janaya Shamarvate. May the animal world also bring us peace. Shamrajano Shadibya. May that peace blow into the world of trees and plants and nature. My fellow souls, I remind you today, we can sing all the songs, we can chant all the mantras, but until we have made an honest commitment of the practice of peaceness within ourselves, it all remains just a wish. A wish we leave hanging with no chance of ever becoming reality. So I will ask you this. Let's say you're very sick, and we've all had those days, right? You're very sick, maybe you're in a lot of pain, you're in bed, it's a beautiful 75-degree day outside, sunny and nice. Because of your pain, do you even notice it's a nice day outside? No! If you're having a lot of domestic problems at home, you're fighting with your wife or your husband, or you're having these major arguments and you're very, very sad, does it matter to you that there's a beautiful 75-degree day out? No, you're still sad. You see, the sun may rise in peace. The universe may exist in peace. The directions and the mountains and the rivers may be peaceful, but if you have not found peace within yourself, you will not recognize that peace outside of yourself. So today I'd like to leave you with that understanding, that message of understanding this oneness principle. And when we have perfected this within ourselves, we will find that peace we seek. That peace of mind. Because if you achieve that, you will say that you are happy. Those of you who have worked consistently in honing your own personalities, practicing your Vedic teachings, those who sees and practices universal love, I thank you for that. My Bhai Chet and Behan Hill are not here, but they are one of those who practice it, and I thank them for that. My Pandita Leela, my Pandit Gulsaran, Pandita Indrauti, all of you, I thank you for that because you practice it. I thank you for achieving this level of thinking where you see and you understand the world and God's creation through spiritual eyes. You take the initiative to show how it ought to be done. So, we got time to finish one, right? Yeah. Now I handed you a poem. I'd like to give you that as a takeaway message of my message of oneness. So let's read it together. Yeah. And all through the waters of the earth, and every single being given birth, that energy that continues to ever flow is the same life force, whether you know. The sun that rises so bold and bright, its golden rays, the gift of life and light, whispers of the cosmic breath divine, the endless pulse, the sacred sign. The moon that glows in silver streams, divine lanterns lit for midnight dreams, moved by force both vast and true, a cosmic breath that flows in us too. The stars that shimmer high above, sparks of God and all flames of love, like embers from creation's very core, they burn with life force forevermore. The rivers rush, the oceans swell, the tides obey this mystical spell. For each wave in each rolling sea resounds God's energy of eternity. The beasts that roam, the birds that sing, the creeping worm, the insect's wing. The heartbeat hums, each breath is drawn, universal prana stream forever on. And you and I and all who breathe are woven into this divine sheath. One sacred thread, one life, one spark. No soul estranged, not left in the dark. Beneath the vast and endless flowing sky, where rivers flow and soft winds sigh, a divine voice beyond the world is heard, not through sound, but the silent word. Not written down, not carved in stone, yet still heard when no one is alone. It speaks in silence so calm and deep, where restless hearts may come to weep. A prayer not bound by time or tongue, by bells not tolled, by songs yet unsung. It hums continue with every breath we take, a cosmic thread no force of man can break. We are all like leaves upon one giant tree, all separate waves belong to one great sea. Not just strangers walking upon this land, just souls waiting to finally understand. Now close your eyes and hold yourself still. Feel the pulse around you beyond your will. For you and I were never ever two. The one present in me is the one in you. So bow to none, yet love them all. For one is great, but none are small. The breath that stirs in this cosmic sea is the God in you and the God in me. So my fellow souls, that last verse is my prayer. My prayer, dear one, as this day is through, is that some small truth now lives in you. Not just heard, but felt within your core as a light, as a seed of light to grow forevermore. And as I do every day, I'd like you to take this vow with me. Please repeat after me. Om Yatra Brahma
Yatra Brahma
Vidhayanti
Vidyayanti
Dikshaya
Dikshaya
Tapasa Saha
Tapasa Saha
Agnirma
Agnirma
Tatranayatu
Tatranayatu
Agnirmedha
Agnirmedha
Dadhatu Me
Dadhatu
Agnai. And you say, you are asking that, oh God, lead me onto this path, that I am endowed with spiritual knowledge, that I get closer as I perform my tapasa, that I get closer to my goal of moksha. Give me that insightful knowledge, oh God, to practice this oneness principle. I thank all of you for taking this vow with me tonight. As we establish this discipline, as we become noble, we will influence others in our lives and around us to become and behave in noble ways in our unending quest to Krinvanto Vishwam Aryan, to make this universe noble. I thank all of you for being kind and patient today with me. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om.